What's up, YouTube? It has been a minute since Bianca and I have posted a video, and I am actually sitting up here on my porch. I have a big bucket of oyster shells. I am going to be making a oyster chandelier. I guess that's what you would call it. Dining room light. I don't know. I'm not totally sure how I feel about it just yet. I just started parts of it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and walk you through like how I'm doing it, what I'm using, and hopefully by the end of the video, we've got something. I don't know. Stay tuned. Okay. So like I said, I have my oysters. I've got a whole bucket, fresh from the sandbar. These actually were just washed up on the sandbar. One day we were out on the boat. Ian helped me fill up this bucket, and I am drilling holes in them. So what I found is I'm using my Ryobi, not sponsored, just 3-speed drill with a small, it's like the smallest drill bit we had, because the holes don't need to be that big. I'm using 20 gauge gold wire. I got this at Hobby Lobby. I don't know, it seems to be working good so far. It says it's tarnish resistant wire, so I'm hoping it'll stay nice and golden shiny. But anyways, so I am drilling 2 holes in the ones that go like on the top, and then like my middler pieces get 2 holes. And I'm going to show you how I just like set this up like this. I kind of stage it to see how long first, and then the last shell though, I don't put a hole in the bottom. I only put the holes in the top. I'll show you like this one, because then you don't want, you know, the hole in the bottom unless it's a natural hole. But anyways, I'm gonna do them so that this part of the shell is on the outside, but I'm sure you could do it either way. I lay them out first to see exactly how long I want it to be. I'm trying to keep them all about the same length, but I'm finding as I wire them and string them together that to have a little variety of length and size is actually looking much better than trying to make them all exactly perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and put one together to show you. Okay, so I have my shells here, all with the holes pre-drilled, which I will show you how I drill the holes in them with the next set that I drill. But I don't really measure like exact. I just kind of look at the shell and where I placed the hole and measure like the amount I'm gonna need to loop it through, and then also have enough to tie it, and then I can just trim off the extra pieces if I need to. So I like to loop it through like that and kind of like guesstimate, give it a clip. All right, so this will be like my top piece. This will be the first oyster that hangs on the top, and then this will be number 2. So I'm gonna loop it through like this. I'm trying to do this the best I can where you can actually see it. The wire is definitely pliable with just my fingers. I probably will eventually get like a special tool to manipulate it with, but like it's pretty pliable. I can like move it around and twist it around. I kind of just figure, where do I want them to be as close as possible without maybe touching, or if they do. I honestly have noticed that it doesn't really matter too much. I've tried it both ways. I've tried to be like super particular about it. It doesn't necessarily make a difference. It kind of comes out how it comes out. There's almost like no wrong way to do this, I feel like. And it's relatively simple. as I say that, and I struggle with this one wire. So like I said, I probably will end up getting some tools to do this. So for now, I'm going to use my scissors on this one part and just bend like this, around and around. And then I just kind of like push it flat against one of the shells, so that this way when it's hanging, you're not going to see it. Let me back up a little bit. Hold on. Ta-da! So that's just one. And I don't have to trim that one. It sits pretty flat. So now let's do another. All right, so that is number 3. You can see. I'm gonna do one more. Okay, so when you're done, you should have a total of 4, or however many you measured out, for your length. And then I'm gonna show you right now what they are looking like inside. I have not decided if I'm gonna keep it like this or not, but I'm thinking I'm gonna take down the red light covers and have them hanging over. I'll show you what this looks like up here. What I've done is I've wrapped it at the top and just draped it over and kind of like hung it over the bar. I'm just doing this right now as somewhere to like put them until I decide what I'm going to do. I have quite a few more to go. Okay, it's a little later in the day, but same day. Check out my sweatshirt. Chicken tender sub, sweet tea, sprinkle cookie. Shout out to Publix. Get it on Publix merch. Also not sponsored by them, but whatevs. Okay, so I am gonna show you now how I drill the shells. So let me set this up like here. And then, like I said, I use like the thinnest drill bit that came in our set. I don't know what size it is. I could probably find out, but something thin because the wire's thin. Anyways, okay, so then you take one of your shells, and then as you can see, like there's no holes in this. This is a pretty good size, I think, as like a starter shell for the top. So I'm gonna put a hole in the top through this double layer lip that's there, and then one here at the bottom. So to do that, I take my drill and just apply like light pressure. I'm doing this on my wooden picnic table because it's outside already. It's beat up already. It's obviously not my dining room table. It's a big mess, as you can see, so I'm outside. I suggest doing this on like a workbench. But anyways, so you're gonna push with light pressure until it pops. And then what I like to do is kind of just move it up and down like that so that you really get a good hole that's clear and clean. This part is a little easier because it's a thin part of the shell. Try to center it the best you can. While you're doing this, I suggest you think of like how you want it to hang, because as you start to intertwine them, you know, if it's too far over, it's going to be tilted one way or the other, and then it's going to look silly. So I did try to keep them symmetrical as far as like top and bottom. And then that's it for that. And just keep wrapping. This is 20 gauge, 15 yards, and I still have a little bit to go. I'll probably have to buy another one of these. Like I said, I got this at Hobby Lobby. It was not that expensive. It's in the jewelry making section. Sometimes you can even get it with their 40% off. So let's keep going. Okay guys, I am on day 2 of this project. It's a little warmer today, sun shining. Let me show you how I lay these out. I try to lay them into different lengths measuring them out kinda, so I get an idea of like exactly how long it'll be. But this is kind of like how I prep, and then I just lay them out, drill the holes, and then do the wire. I did get, yeah, this is it. Another one of these from Hobby Lobby. It was $8.99. So I'm on my second spool. I haven't finished this one yet, but I just figured better to be safe than sorry. Turn this around, trying to do this with one hand. $8.99. If you buy it when the jewelry's on sale, it's 40% off. So that's where we're at. All right, so I am in the house. I just finished stringing the last set of oysters for the Oyster Chandelier. I am so excited to show you guys this because when I looked on Wayfair and like Overstock.com and like a couple other websites to find an oyster chandelier, they wanted like $2,000. I was not gonna pay $2,000 when I knew I could go to the sandbar and get a bucket of oysters. So I'm gonna show you. Okay, ta-da! Now this is with the light off. I showed you how I strung them, but let me show you. I'm gonna climb up here on the table and show you what I did. Is I basically, the holes at the top, twisted the wire through and then draped it over. So if I were to take this off, it would just hang. Hey, Mullet, I'm trying to film a video, dude. So it hangs like so. All the way across the top. I probably am going to figure out a way to secure these permanently, but I don't want to do that until I know that Ian likes it because he has been on the tugboat. He has not seen this yet. Let me go ahead and turn the light on. Ah, I am so in love. Oh my gosh. It's better than I expected. I also did these light bulbs from Home Depot. Let me see if I can find the box. Oh yeah, here we go. I did these just kind of more like aesthetically pleasing since you're gonna see them through the oysters a little bit. I chose the warm light. They only had it in a 40 watt. They had a different shape in like a 60 watt and 100 watt, but honestly, it's our dining room. So I love it so much. I'm gonna back up so you can get like the full effect. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I really, really hope that Ian loves it because it took a lot of time. 2 days worth of effort. Let's see, these light bulbs were $14.99 for a 4-pack. Of course, there's 5 up there, so I had to buy 2, so that was like $30. The wire was $8.99, so that's like, I don't know, I bought 2 of those, but then it was 40% off, so whatever that math is. And then just my time. Like I spent my winter break off teaching, making this beautiful light and collecting the oyster shells, but Ian did help me with that. So, I really hope he likes it. We'll have to see. I can tell you this, the red lights that were up there before were hideous. It took me 4.5 years to convince him, I guess, or I didn't even really convince him. I just made the decision to do this, but to change it, whoever chose that, if it was you, babe, I'm sorry. They were ugly and red, and I felt like I was eating in like a Ruby Tuesdays. You know how they have like the Tiffany lamps? I couldn't stand it. So anyways, this is much more me, much more I'm living with a mermaid. This is what you get, Florida girl. Yeah, so let's hope he loves it. And do it yourself, guys. Don't pay $2,000 when you don't have to. Super simple. See you on the next one.